Michael Bloomberg has suspended his campaign and endorsed Joe Biden. This after the Super Tuesday fiasco that was Michael Bloomberg. He has to be so embarrassed. And so I think we need to talk about that. Now, let me say this. Honestly, I believe of all the Democrat candidates, he would have made the best president. I really believe that because I think business success, especially at the level that he had, just shows an acumen and a leadership ability that would be great in the White House. I think Trump has shown much of that. So Bloomberg probably would have been the same. But I'm telling you right now, this guy should be so embarrassed today, especially running as a Democrat. Let me tell you why. Number one, the money that he spent. Over $500 million on himself. And at the end of the day, what do you get? 38 delegates? This is incredible. And by the way, side note, I have never favored campaign finance laws. There must be a million of them on the books. They're always spending time working on the campaign finance reform or the laws. What a waste of time. This proves that it's not that big of a deal. You know what? I've never given a penny to any politician, political party of any kind. I go into the voting booth, I pull a lever, which is just as powerful and as meaningful as anyone else in the country, including the rich. So how he can show his face after that, I don't know. Secondly, he needs to be embarrassed just for the arrogance of this endeavor. So he comes in late, didn't even have his name on the ballot in the first 4 states. So Super Tuesday was what he was going for. But here's the arrogance part. And by the way, to run for president or any national office like that, you really have to be the most narcissistic, arrogant person ever. I mean, that's the greatest chance you're going to have to win. You got to really think you're the most awesome guy in the world, and you got to put people around you who say the same thing. I mean, it's just incredible. So for him to jump in with 20 other candidates and say, no, I'm the one, wow, he needs to be embarrassed. Thirdly, I don't know if he didn't get the message from Democrats, but white guys are not favored in the Democrat Party. They're the reason for all the problems. They're the reason for slavery and all the whole Indian stuff. They're the reason that there's any problem in society with racism or anything else to this day. And even worse, he's a billionaire. I'm not sure which is worse in the Democrat Party, being rich or being white. He's both. Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, man, they have nailed the billionaires endlessly. Did he not see this? And also, I've always not liked Bloomberg because of his being the nanny. You know what? He wants to use government. I'm sitting here, my belly, I admit it, it's a little bit too big. I don't think it's government's job to regulate my life on that, whereas he does. And lastly, I don't know that this is an embarrassment, but the only group of American people he took in this whole thing was the American Samoans. So, Michael, congratulations.